Hi boys and girls, welcome to Everyday Math Lesson 2.11, What's My Rule? Routines. The materials that you'll need today are just your math journal, pencil, and your template for only box number 6. Let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is go over our math boxes from the previous lesson. If you're noticing that you have any mistakes, please fix those with your pencil and eraser. So for question number 1, there's quite a few answers you could have had. You just needed to pick 4 doubles facts that you know. So I had 3 plus 3 equals 6, 4 plus 4 equals 8, 6 plus 6 equals 12, and 8 plus 8 equals 16. For question number 2, complete the fact triangle and the fact family. So they gave us 12 and 3. Now I know that 9 plus 3 equals 12. Now I'm going to fill out my facts. So I would say 12 equals 9 plus 3. I also know that 3 plus 9 equals 12. And I could have had these two flip-flopped as well. I could have had 12 equals 3 plus 9, and I could have 9 plus 3 equals 12. And then I have 12 minus 3 equals 9, and 3 equals 12 minus 9. For question 3, write the fact family for the dominoes. So we have 6 and 5, which we know is 11. So 11 equals 6 plus 5. 5 plus 6 equals 11. 11 minus 6 equals 5. And 11 minus 5 equals 6. For question number 4, fill in the missing frames. So our rule is plus 2. So if I was given my 5, I first needed to subtract 2 to figure out my 3. And then I could do 5 plus 2, which is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. 11 plus 2 is 13. And then 13 plus 2 is 15. The total cost is 16 cents. I pay with 2 dimes. How much change do I get? Fill in the circle next to the best answer. Now 2 dimes is the same as 20 cents. So I need to think 20 minus 16. And I should have had C, 4 cents, because 4 plus 16 equals 20. For question number 6, draw a rectangle around the digit in the tens place. So in that first number, 349, the 4 is in the tens place. Then in 406, the 0 is in the tens place. All right, again, if you're noticing that you have any mistakes, please fix those with your pencil and eraser. For these next slides in the lesson, you can just watch and listen, and then we'll get to our math journal. But again, you don't need to write anything down on your whiteboard. Just watch and listen. So today we're working on in and out boxes, kind of similar to our frames and arrows, but it's just a different way of looking at it. So if I have 5 and I put 5 in and 9 comes out, I need to think, what am I adding or subtracting? And if you're thinking you're adding 4, let's keep trying that and see if that works for the other ones. So 6 plus 4, would that equal 10? Would 7 plus 4 equal 11? Would 9 plus 4 equal 13? Would 11 plus 4 equal 15? So I know that my rule is to add 4. Let's look at one more. So this time, if I'm given the in of 9 and my out is 3, I need to think, what am I doing? Well, I know my answer is getting smaller, so I know that I need to subtract this time. And I am subtracting, so 9 minus 3 would get me to 6. So if I had 11 and I take away 6, would I get 5? How about 13 minus 6? Would that be 7? Would 14 minus 6 give me 8? And 16 minus 6 to 10? So my rule is minus 6. So let's take a look now at our math journal page 47 and try a few of these together. So in problems 1 through 4, follow the rule, fill in the missing numbers. So if our rule is plus 6, notice how we have 2 plus 6 and out comes 8. We put in 3 add 6, out comes 9. Now what if we put in 5 and we add 6? How much would come out? And you're just thinking like 5 plus 6. If you said 11, that would be right. Let's try one more for this one. So what if I put in 9 and I add 6? What's going to come out? If you said 15, that would be correct. So now when you're looking at the next one, you're still going to look at your in, but this time you have to subtract 4. When you're looking at number 3, you need to add 10. But be careful when you get to the out, like for number 20. Then you're going to have to do the opposite to find out what went in. And then for number 4, you're subtracting 5. But when you have 3, you need to do the opposite. So you need to think 3 plus 5. Then for 5 and 6, what is the rule? Write it in the box. So what are they counting by? And then fill in any of the missing numbers. Boys and girls, I'm going to ask that you try to do as much of this page on your own as you can. And then when you're ready to check your answers, then press play. Press pause now. All right, boys and girls, we already talked about number 1 together, but let's talk about number 2. And if at any time I'm going too fast, or if at any time you need to finish solving your problem, then just press pause before moving on. So if I have 8, 8 minus 4 equals 4. 10 minus 4 equals 6. 5 minus 4 equals 1. Now this time I'm adding 10. 1 plus 10 equals 11. It gave me 5 and 15, and I know 5 plus 10 is 15. Now I need to do the opposite. Anything 20 minus 10 would give me 10. 100 plus 10 would be 110. Now for question number 4, my rule is minus 5. And so if I have 6 minus 5, I would have 1. Now I need to do 3 plus 5. 3 plus 5 would give me 8. 5 minus 5 would be 0. And 12 minus 5 would equal 7. Then if I'm going from 6 to 13, from 1 to 8, I know I'm adding. And if you said that you're adding 7, that would be the correct rule. So now I think 3 plus 7 would equal 10. 4 plus 7 would equal 11. And for my last one, number 6, if I'm going from 12 to 10, from 6 to 4, I know that I'm subtracting, and I'm subtracting by 2. Now if I'm at 11 and I think 11 minus 2 would equal 9. And then I need to do the opposite because I'm given the out. So I can't subtract 2, I need to add 2. So 6 plus 2 would get me to 8. Boys and girls, if you can double check to make sure that you have the correct answers, and we will talk more about what's my rule in future lessons. The last thing that we'll do today is talk about our math box page, and this is page 48. So in just a moment, I'll ask that you complete this page on your own, and when you're all done, if you can take a picture and add that to Seesaw for your classroom teacher, we'll go over this page in our next video. But let's talk about the directions first. For question number 1, show $1.50 3 different ways. So I divided my box into 3 different sections. Notice how you're just using either quarters, dimes, or nickels. For question number 2, what time is it? And then what time will it be in 20 minutes? For question number 3, write the fact family. For question 4, write 6 different names for 15. Remember, you can add numbers, you could subtract, you could do tallies, money. There's lots of different ways to make 15. For question 5, draw a hexagon with your pattern block template, and then tell me how many sides there are. And then for the last question, number 6, how many cups of lemonade did Dee sell in the 3rd hour? All right, I will see you next time.